On Meghan Markle's 44th birthday, when she posted a self-congratulatory Instagram post with the caption, "A toast to the woman behind it all," a surprise video from her ex-husband Trevor Engelson turned things upside down. Without appearing on television or writing a tell-all book, Trevor quietly posted a video on a small industry platform. In a calm, undramatic voice, he painted a completely different picture of Meghan, not the struggling duchess or the inspiring humanitarian, but someone who had been acting, meticulously crafting her way to the top. The video quickly went viral, leaving even Meghan's most loyal fans questioning the story she was telling the world. Trevor describes their marriage as a never-ending audition. He says Meghan practiced everything: her smile, her gestures, her way of speaking, not to gain confidence, but to fit the role in the public eye. Even in Los Angeles, before she became famous with Suits, Meghan had a detailed career plan. She studied how to walk the red carpet, adjusted her outfits, voice, and even her laughter to fit her celebrity image. Trevor says she didn't dream about an opportunity, but actively created it, eliminating anyone who no longer added value to her brand, including friends, mentors, and even family. One shocking story is when Meghan, after landing the role in Suits, gave her an ultimatum. Either Trevor would give up his career in Los Angeles to move to Toronto with her, or the marriage would end. According to Trevor, this wasn't a request, it was a cold decision. Meghan didn't cry, didn't argue, just acted like she was completing a to-do list. When Trevor refused, she quickly erased all traces of him from her life, unfollowing mutual friends on social media, deleting photos, and sorting out her own finances, all before filing for divorce. Trevor emphasizes that Meghan didn't just leave, she erased him, as if he never existed. What makes Trevor's video convincing is his tone. He doesn't get angry or seek revenge, but instead tells the story with clarity and calm, like someone finally emerging from a long dream. He talks about how Meghan built the character of Meghan Markle, a normal woman who overcame hardships, who fell in love with the prince for love, not for fame. But according to Trevor, this was just a carefully prepared role. He says that Meghan practiced waving on red carpets in front of the mirror, analyzed interviews with A-list stars to learn how to handle questions, smile when criticized, or react to awkward jokes. It wasn't because she was nervous, but because she was preparing for a bigger goal. Trevor also revealed that Meghan began to choose her friends based on their public value, people who could get her into the right boardroom or shape her image. Those who did not meet this criteria, including Trevor's family, were ruthlessly eliminated. He recalled Meghan laughing when asked if she was married, as if her previous life was an obstacle. She gradually stopped calling him her husband, both in public and in private, and eventually cut off contact with his family. Trevor's video is not just about a failed marriage, but also about a pattern of behavior. He argues that Meghan acted not only in Suits but also in real life, from the way she gave interviews, posed for photos, and interacted with fans. He suggests that even her marriage to Prince Harry was part of the plan. According to Trevor, Meghan had mocked the royal family before she met Harry, calling them a racist museum wearing a crown. But when the opportunity arose, she seized it, turning Harry into the perfect, supporting character for the next chapter of her brand, a rebellious prince, ready to leave the monarchy. When they left Britain, sued the tabloids, and signed a big media deal, many saw it as rebellion. But through Trevor's lens, it was just a familiar formula: charm, advance, cut, reshape. The public response to Trevor's video was a storm. Viewers began digging up old interviews, accounts from Meghan's friends, and former colleagues. An anonymous former casting agent confirmed that Meghan was always extremely calculated in auditions, carefully researching producers and competitors to stand out. Blogs that had once praised Meghan now republished old interviews with side-by-side comparisons, pointing out inconsistencies in her story. Gradually, the everyday girl image Meghan had built began to crack, replaced by a carefully orchestrated media campaign. Meghan's PR team quickly jumped into action, sending out copyright takedown notices, threatening platforms with legal action, and pushing a charity drive to deflect attention. But nothing stopped the public from asking questions. Trevor's account was so honest, so unflattering that as a reflection. In particular, the last line of his video haunts many people. Meghan once told him that, to reinvent yourself, you have to erase the old chapters. At the time, Trevor thought she was talking about a new beginning. Now he understands that she erased the people who knew the real version of her, and he was one of them. Trevor Engelson's video not only damaged Meghan's image, but also changed the way the public viewed her. From a duchess who had overcome hardship, she was now suspected of being an actor, building a brand based on calculation rather than authenticity. While Meghan's birthday post remains on Instagram, with comments disabled, her story is no longer accepted but analyzed in every detail. Trevor did not just recount the past, he opened a new chapter, one where Meghan is no longer the sole scriptwriter.